Just unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, he can't even hardly hold up just his own legs. It's amazing. Segura still raises up every once in a while and lands a clean punch. Cleaner than the punches he gets hit with. He's just totally exhausted, but he lands maybe about 3 or 4 the cleanest punches of the round usually come from him.
Is this the kind of fight that could put an imprint on both fighters for the remainder of their careers?
Yes,
Emmanuel?
it is. And it's a tough fight, too.
They complete the 10th in this brutal journey of a fight. Earlier you saw Max Kellerman's interview with Miguel Cotto. Let's look now at his conversation with Antonio Margarito.
Antonio Margarito, the big moment has finally arrived. How does it feel?
Así es, pues listo ya para subir al ring y pues muy bien preparado ya, todo bien.
Ready to go into the ring and everything's prepared and everything's well.
What are you prepared to do?
Bueno, traemos una buena estrategia para el trabajo que traiga Cotto. Me siento confiado en mi preparación y de salir con el brazo en alto.
We have a good strategy for whatever Cotto brings. We have a great preparation, and we'll be ready for whatever Cotto brings and with the win.
Most people feel that you're going to be the one bringing whatever's being brought to Cotto. Do you plan on jumping on him in the first round?
Así es, ya lo había mencionado, desde que suena la campana vamos a presionar, vamos a tratar de ganar round tras round y vamos a tratar de tirar muchos golpes y Antonio Margarito siempre va a ser el mismo, va a presionar.
As soon as the bell rings, we're going to jump on him round by round, and we're going to press as Antonio Margarito always does, and we're going to get the win.
And now we bring you back live into the ring where Giovanni Segura and Cesar Canchilla have somehow made it into the 11th round in the 10th round of this grueling fight. Segura was 20 of 71 for 28%. Cesar Canchilla, unbelievably, threw 114 punches in the 10th round of the fight, landing 36 of them, including 34 of 108 power shots. The conditioning it takes to have continued to deliver throughout this fight the way Canchilla has, you just don't see it in too many sporting events.
No, he's got good condition, and Segura just fighting off a heart. And doing pretty good.
Segura still looking to land one big lumberjack shot and turn this thing around again.
As soon as he lands any punch, he finds new energy all over. It's amazing.
Canchilla seems more secure in terms of his taking the shots as the fight wore on.
He still landed the punches that had your head flying up in there has been landed by him still.
Guys, I don't know how he did it, but somehow with that right eye almost swollen shut, Segura winked at me over Canchilla's shoulder and threw a flurry of punches immediately following. He even grinned when he winked. It's not easy to wink with an eye like that. Fusillade of power shots from Canchilla. What an amazing show these 208-pounders have put on. guys are so exhausted that it's hard to imagine at this point any one punch is going to put somebody away.
It's amazing to me how Segura, in his awkward, strange way, doesn't get hit that clean with punches still.
Jay Nady was about to call time because of an accidental headbutt. Then the bell sounded, ending the round. Canchila now has a cut above his right eye as the result of the accidental butt, and the blood is beginning to flow.
Relax, relax now. Relax, don't worry about it. That's nothing. It's only one round. Only one round. Box, move, throw your right in. Last round, last round. Don't be desperate, we're winning. This is the last round, son. Last round, that's it. Come on, son, when you're on the inside, get on the inside and throw.
Average numbers per round through 11 by CompuBox count. Canchila 22 out of 80, Segura 13 out of 61. Those are just numbers. The story of the fight is written on the fighters' faces. Giovanni Segura with his right eye almost completely closed. Cesar Canchila bleeding above his right eye and bleeding from the mouth. Segura also bleeding from the nose. Both guys have landed many power shots. Canchila was down in the second round, seemed to find himself in the third, and has been mostly in control as a boxer since then. Segura seemed completely out on his feet in the 6th and 7th rounds, somehow rejuvenated himself to make a stand in the 8th and 9th. Now they're just making it to the finish line somehow.
It's been war and peace, only mostly war, and much more exciting.
Many twists and turns as the plot of The Dark Knight, and in some ways a dark night for both. Segura searching for one more big shot. Canchila trying to stay in his envelope and keep boxing.
Segura has about a minute left to land a Hail Mary shot, and he's looking for it.
Yeah, but he's throwing a lot of punches. Still just can't land that clean punch on Segura. I'm watching very closely. I'm looking to see how many clean blows he lands, and he's not landing them. He's winning the fight, but he just can't land. Canchila just can't land that clean punch on him. Yeah, I mean, Segura's out on the street, but he has his own awkward way of avoiding getting hit with the full impact of a blow.
And it is, and I do mean Segura is looking for still that knockout punch.
And you can see his eyes. Even though he's tired, he's still alert mentally, believe it or not, even though he's physically tired. And still looking for that big punch.
Got 30 seconds to do it.
About a 3-hour hot bath would be good for both after this is done. The long ride back to Colombia on the plane is going to be painful for Cesar Canchila, but he may well make it with a smile on his face as he gets toward the end of the 12th round with what would seem to be a scorecard advantage over the man who knocked him down in round 2 and seemed on the verge of knocking him out, Giovanni Segura.
Wow.
Tough act to follow, but the act which will follow is expected by many to be the fight of the year.
And I believe it will surpass this fight.
Well, certainly in skill level it will.
Yeah, well, it's two top fighters, and both guys can punch.
Harold, how'd you wind up scoring this fight through 12 rounds?
I had it 9 rounds to 3, 116, 111, Cesar Canchila. I mean, I thought that Segura did pull out the 8th round, just like you said. But after that, Canchila started to box just like he did in rounds 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It just swept it. So 116, 111, Canchila.
Canchila was 26-1 coming in with 21 KOs. Segura was 19-0 coming in with 15 KOs. Here are the official judges who will be making the decision. Adelaide Bird, 42 title fights, was the lone dissenter in the Calzaghe win over Hopkins. She had Hopkins winning the fight 114-113. Dr. Ruben Garcia, 38 title fights, scored a similarly bizarre, violent fight a year ago between Michael Katsidis and Sar Amansat, 116 for Katsidis. And Patricia Jarman, the most experienced of all three judges, was one of the two judges, or one of the three, I should say, all three judges, who scored the second Bernard Hopkins-Jermaine Taylor fight, 115-113 for Taylor. It was a unanimous decision for